Oh, hello there, little bunny. Have you been following me around?
Yes, CEAZOR.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been really busy. Oh, what's that? What are you doing in this forest? It's a dangerous place.
Well, it's not too bad.
What? There are foxes in this forest. Aren't you afraid?
No, Mr. Fox is my friend.
Oh. What was that?
Hello and welcome to CEAZOR's Snack Sandwich. Today we're on Binance Smart Chain taking a look at Bunny. Now Bunny is a project that has been on my radar for quite some time, and I kind of avoided it for quite a long time because of some news from DefiYield's rating of high risk, and so I just avoided it. I just didn't bother to look at it. But as you can see, I do have a couple positions in here, so I've told myself I should take a better look at it today and find out what I can find out. So before I get into the audits and stuff like that and to talk about all that stuff, I'm gonna just go quickly through what this project is and what it does and how it kind of works. Just generally, if you want to know a deep understanding, you can go to the docs. The docs are pretty good. Some of the paragraphs are a little bit hard to understand, but for the most part, it's pretty simple. Okay, so one of the key features here is basically you will input your assets and they will compound and grow them for you, basically like any other vault, like Beefy or something like that. Okay, so they have single asset vaults and LP, like PancakeSwap LP vaults as well. Okay, now one of the key things about this is that they also incentivize the rewards with their own native token, this Bunny token here. But some are special, okay? So anytime you see it says auto compounding, that means it's taking rewards that are generated by this position, and it's selling the rewards to rebuy that same position. So let's take a look at these two vaults here. As you can see, they are a little bit different. The APYs are different, and they actually do perform a slightly different function. As you can see, this one says earn, so you earn your LP, plus you earn Bunny tokens. Here you're going to earn Cake and Bunny. And the APYs are different, but the actual token put inside is the same. So it's pretty simple in that this one here is going to harvest the cake for you, sell the cake for you, and rebuild these LP tokens on a day-to-day basis, or I don't know how often, maybe every couple hours or something. You'd have to ask the team about that. And this one's a little bit different, and it's actually what makes this project very unique. This position here basically stakes your LP into PancakeSwap, earns cake, but doesn't actually sell the cake. It harvests the cake and then sticks the cake into here. So when it comes time to withdraw, when you decide, oh, I want to get out of this, when you withdraw from this pool, you will be granted back your tokens, and you will, have gained some interest through trading fees on that LP token, but you'll also get a big handful of cake and a big handful of Bunny tokens. Now there are two Bunny here, so you can stake Bunny inside here to gain Bunny. I don't know exactly why this one was boosted. I wasn't able to find anything in the wiki, and I couldn't get a clear answer from anybody on the Discord either. So I've left it, okay? You can look for this answer yourself. Now where do these Bunny tokens gain yield, right? These Bunny vaults, if they put Bunny in here, most vaults will just like mint more tokens and put them in here. Now what these things do is these tokens are minted by the performance fees of all the other vaults. So all these other pools or vaults or whatever, they are charged 30% performance fee, and that 30% performance fee is what gives this APY to these vaults here. So if you like Bunny, you can go into this Bunny vault and start earning more Bunny. Now I'm only currently using a little bit of cake in here and a little bit of this BUSD BNB FLLP. Now I've done this because of another reason. I won't get into that right now in this video, but anyhow. So as you can see, I've taken a little leap with this project and given it a chance. Now they do have another cool feature, and it's Zap. If I was in here and I wanted to put more, I could go to Zap, and it could automatically build the LP for me through this, which is nice. You don't have to, you could just use your BNB or any of these tokens that are here, and you could zap directly into the LP position. Okay, and so let's head over to the discussion I had with the people about the security risk, or the what most people think about when they ask, what is PancakeBunny, and the reason why I have avoided it for so long. So I approached the admins and I asked him, Mr. Fox here, and here's his answer. So I'll just read it to you. Now it says, DeFi did an independent audit. but they were not very honest, and communication was not very good with our developers team. Also, their conclusions are not consistent, as you can notice comparing other audits such as PancakeSwap, where the same issue is addressed very differently. And they do say they're going to get an audit soon from CertEC. So, and that can be confirmed here. If we go down here, we can see that the top 8 projects are going to get a $10,000 grant for a CertEC audit here. And the top 5 ones will get a full security audit by CertEC. And PancakeBunny is on both of them. So PancakeBunny is going to be getting a full audit by CertEC. So you can wait for that if you like, but it is, probably going to come in a bit of time. And this says between this time, so I guess maybe it will be announced soon. I'm not sure. So maybe you can find out about this. You can look into this a little bit more and check in stuff. But let's swing over to the DefiYield audits and see what it says here. So there are 2 actual audits done by DefiYield. One was this first one that was flagged high, and one is this second one, which is now flagged medium. Okay. Now, like I said, these are not paid for. These were paid for by, I guess, the DefiYield community through, their DAO voting and so forth. So what are some of the differences? What has changed since, since high to medium? And let's go through it. So the total supply is still variable. They can be minted. So one of the things that has changed here in the new version is that the mint contract has been changed, and calculations of fees and rewards can be changed, which is kind of a bit scary to me. If they can, I'm not sure if this means that like every vault they could just jack up the fees on the vault, but that's only just going to pull out of profit. It's not going to risk your initial investment. It just would, they could just turn off the rewards basically. The team has apparently added this feature here, which is the ability to pause the smart contracts, but it says only available for staking. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Maybe you cannot stake any more tokens or deposit any more tokens, I guess. Now, the 2 things here it does talk about here that are suspicious, and that's why it got such a high thing, and that is these functions here on the minter, the bunny minter. So you could transfer the ownership or set the minter amount, like how much minter, and set helper, like I'm not exactly sure what this means. Yeah, I wasn't able to really find out in the audit by reading the entire thing what exactly this was all about here. But these are 2 suspicious things. But my take from this is that it's mostly about the bunny token. So at first, the biggest risk was based mostly on the bunny token. And if you don't buy the bunny token, then maybe you're not in a bad shape. Now, what they did do is they added a 24 lock, but they kept these functions alive and they kept them still in there. So they can still do them, but they have a 24-hour delay. So if someone does initiate one of these, then somebody might speak up in the community and say, hey, why did you change this thing? And then you have 24 hours to pull out. Now, one of the key features of this is that if you go in, you need to stay in for about 72 hours. So if you were to try to withdraw from most of the things except the bunny staking, right? If you were to withdraw within less than 72 hours, which is 3 days, then you will be charged this withdrawal fee. Okay, and I guess that's just to try to make people stay in longer and not just get in and out, and maybe to do some sort of front-running protection or so forth. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers it. Like I said, I didn't look extremely deep. I did talk to the admin quite a bit about this, and that's about it. Now I feel safe enough to use the vaults for some cake and some of these LPs. Now I would consider whether or not I would use it for bunny. I might put my bunny rewards into these bunny vaults, but whether or not I'm going to buy bunny at $200 a pop and stick them in here, that's basically where this risk assessment comes from, is from the actual bunny token itself, because they can mint it, they can dump it, they can sell it. Like this 9 out of 7 or 9 out of 10 rating here is basically the devs get a lot of tokens, a lot of bunny tokens, and they can just dump them at any time if they wanted to. Okay, so I think that pretty much covers it. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.